What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Just Saying Singapore. Now I have to say Singapore because it's just saying KL.
Singapore!
SG!
That's right. Why wouldn't you call the Malaysian one just saying but in Malay?
That's why.
Which is what?
Just saying.
I'm
kidding.
In a Malay
I'm
accent, bro.
kidding.
Not saying in Malay.
Sorry.
Wow,
But, please enlighten me. Please enlighten me. Yes.
Berbual je. We have Iman Fandi in the house today, joining us for an episode.
Wow.
Hello.
And today's topic is...
Wait, are you gonna introduce me? What the fuck? No?
You've been here
People
for a
know you.
while.
Hey, you are a household
So
name.
people will just know who I am.
Okay. Today
not
we
fair.
also have Singapore's top tour guide.
Sign up now.
Yeah, he will bring you on tours in the heritage areas in Singapore.
Yeah.
In his denim jacket.
And any escape rooms available.
I love escape rooms.
Yeah.
One of my
Correct.
favorite things
And
to
his
do.
name is Jacky.
Yay, hello.
His Instagram is Jacky Comedy. Jacky Comedy. I
Jacky
recently went
comedy.
to the show.
Yes, yeah. Thanks for coming.
You have had the longest intro on Just Saying.
Thank you.
By far.
Thank you.
And the topic is, must we be qualified for the jobs that we do?
Wow.
Very deep topic.
Deep question in the
Deep
morning.
questions in the morning. Yeah. And I think all of us here have jobs that
No, we don't have jobs.
but we do things for money.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
it's not always that you will have to be qualified to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but let's start. Iman, you are, okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You're a model,
Yes.
okay, and also a musician.
Yes.
But let's start with a model first.
Okay.
Okay. Being a model, do you think there are like basic requirements for that?
Initially, yes. I mean, of course, when I first started modeling, there was the height requirements, the age requirements.
Which is what? What's the height requirement?
I think it's like average, at least 1.7.
Alamak.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Wait.
way off, man.
At what age?
1.75.
At what age?
At like, this was when I was about 14.
Wow.
How do you be 1.7 at 14?
For girls, maybe 168, they'll let you in.
That's 2 cm,
Hey,
no
I'm
difference.
so far away from that.
And I'm not even like 168. I'm maybe 165. And not a lot of people know. And I'm very petite. And I had to, kind of like tweak my height a bit because it's just a number.
Oh, you took your height on paper.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you like...
Right.
Yeah.
Because
But
like
then if you can-
visually,
yeah.
you look tall.
But if you can pose tall, like, visually, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But I will not ever be on runway, at least at that time. Yeah.
But 3 cm makes a lot of difference, man.
It does. I feel like, for most agencies, it does. Even just 1 cm, it does.
Actually, it does.
It does.
Actually, if you
Visually, your
put
clothes
to a
and
context of like you make a pants at a tailor,
Yeah.
and if it's 3 cm longer,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
then the pants is too long.
And also your proportion.
also.
Is your body like, shorter than your legs, or like is it equal? Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but
but-
I mean, requirements training wise, no. Like you don't need like a certificate to say you're a model to be a model. But it does help if you do know the certain like, okay, what's your good angle?
Right.
What are your weaknesses and, good points and things like that.
And when you started out, did you have any prior experience at all?
No. So I used to just always go with my mom to a shoot when I was younger. I didn't know what was happening. I don't even remember the shoots that I was on. But I just remembered, I love, fashion. I love modeling. So let me try it. I joined New Paper, New Face in 2014. Yeah, when I was 14, did the competition, all that.
You were a new face girl. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then from then on, I just did modeling like on my own here and there. Yeah.
Okay,
and
but-
only certain clients would come because of my height or looks or
that's what
anything.
was
Yeah.
actually my next question. But yeah, as in you didn't meet the requirements. Like,
Not all, yeah.
oh, then what do you meet? Like,
I met maybe I was better for beauty, like
Okay.
skincare, beauty, hair, because I had curly hair also. I did more maybe petite clothing, like online websites that you see where the clothes are sold. Yeah, e-coms, stuff like that. But I was never editorial or runway. Yeah, and I would never be able to do like most of the European clothing as well.
Yeah, because
'Cause
they're
they're-
huge.
Yeah.
It's baggy, right? If they-
So actually,
Yeah.
being a model, like you also can be a hand model, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah?
hand model. Feet
But isn't that
model.
like
Elbow model.
no? Can you imagine you go to a casting? When they
show hand.
No. You go to a modeling like agency
Yeah.
casting, right? And then you go there and then you show off everything and then they tell you, actually you can be a hand model.
Your hand is the best
But
part.
at least you still make money with your hand.
Yeah, that'll be
No,
actually
I know,
that's-
but that is so like
Degrading.
yeah.
But also,
It's like I go to the fucking gym, I take care of my skin.
Oh.
I am of height, then like you like
No,
hand
but I
model.
would choose to look at it like, oh wow, my hands stand out that much that they really want
Besides
me
your
to
face.
be. Yeah,
besides whatever you're working for, no.
yeah, but like my hands actually stand out, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh okay, I
have
have this
the best
opportunity
hands.
to explore being a hand model. I have the best hands. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I know
yeah.
that I'm the best.
Yeah, you can see
At
in that
hands.
view. Yeah.
yeah, but also I just think that if you are a hand model, you get to, I don't know, make a lot of money and keep some privacy. People don't need to know what you
True,
look like, and you get
true.
paid
And
modeling
also,
money, right?
beauty is, subjective. Everybody has their own opinion on like, oh, this person is, good looking, or this person is tall enough. What?
Audition
Are you
lah.
posing your?
Model.
Yeah. So, if your hands are perfect, then why not?
Look, I can do this.
I don't think I
Wow.
could ever be a hand model. I got bony hands.
But okay, then what are good hands?
I don't know, like a.
Can I see yours?
Jacky, yeah. Since Iman said being a model, you can be a hair model, you can be a skin model, you can be a hand model. Let's say you are a model. What model do you think you'll be?
I think I could be a model for like stationery. You know what I mean? Like popular, like like back to school. You know what I mean? Like
You are the
yeah.
tutor, the tuition teacher.
Tuition
Carrying the
center.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, like that would be me.
You're like the
Yeah,
overgrown
no.
boy.
No lah, he's the one like
Using the
educating.
supplies, yeah.
You know they sell bags in different sizes, and then there's a small boy, and then he's the big boy.
Yeah.
The big
In
boy.
this exact outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
with
he'll
the
be
socks.
there. He will jump in the bag. And skip.
Oh, that's
Bro, that is so you. Fuck, bro.
I won't jump.
I can be your manager, bro.
If you can find, I will do.
that's
Back to
great.
school.
Yeah, back to school, popular. Yeah, the poster right outside.
And you are also a musician. How did that start?
It started as a birthday resolution.
What? Not even a New Year resolution, birthday resolution.
No, birthday resolution.
How old are you this year?
I'm 23.
Oh wow, so young.
Yeah. So it was a birthday resolution before I turned 19 or 20. Yeah, just to put out one of my songs, which is actually Time Frame. So I recorded it and then I was gonna keep it for myself, but then I was like, maybe I just want to release one, see what it is like. So I did, and then slowly I just learned. I had to learn my way. I was never learning instruments or anything before that, but I knew I liked writing and singing. So I just, started to work my way towards getting better.
Do you think there's a requirement for that to become an artist?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I think passion holds a lot when it comes to things that are creative or artistic. But of course, I wish I knew more about producing. I wish I knew how to play the piano. So having more musical talent or certificate does help. But creative-wise, I think that's endless.
I think in music there are two kinds. Well, number one is like your Ed Sheerans, right? Who are
like
Oh yeah, he
Wow.
learned how to sing.
yeah.
He couldn't sing, and then he got better, but he knew how to play the instruments.
Yeah. So like your for the lack of a better phrase, your real musicians. Like you give them any instrument and they just like go,
Yeah.
right? And they can write also, not necessarily they can sing. And then the other one are just recording artists
Right.
who have very specific voices and very specific sound, and then like people ghost write for them and then they sing, which is a lot these days. And I think like people like Dua Lipa, is a recording artist.
Right.
Doja Cat, I think she raps. Or maybe I think Drake is a recording artist also, but it's a very good one.
Wait, so what does it really mean to be a recording artist versus?
It's like for the lack of a better explanation, it's like a voiceover artist.
So like there's different, like you play the instrument, like you were saying, you play the instrument and you can record on top of that, or you don't really play the instrument or produce, but you can sing whatever people provide you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
to like explain it a bit like clearer.
Right, your voice is your
voice
tool.
is great.
Yeah. So like for
I see.
example, Taylor Swift have a few songs that is not written by her. Yeah, probably like Ed Sheeran wrote it and then he sang it and he's like, you know what, this song may be better for Taylor Swift.
So things like that.
Okay,
yeah.
so like Lady Gaga wrote songs last time, right? Then
Yeah.
she suddenly became her own.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
she is like a musician.
She's a musician, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
And
like
like
for
Bruno
example,
Mars,
now
right, yeah.
Iman is who
Bruno
she is
Mars.
today, right?
Okay,
And
yeah.
then I write a song. And
You
I
can
feel
write song.
can. Just not good lah.
Do one now, please.
Then I feel like maybe this fits Iman's vibe more. So that I give it to
yeah.
Iman and then Iman that. But that doesn't necessarily mean like Iman is a straight recording artist, but she's an artist also. Which brings me to my next question. Which one do you think you are more? Like,
Because I do write my own songs also. I prefer to sing the songs that I write because it has more of like connection to me. So I feel more like it's my baby. And I'll be able to explain more about the songs more in depth. But having people write songs and singing on top of it, it pushes me to like a different sound. Gives me another genre to work with, maybe a bigger audience. So it works like both ways. It's more of like a comfort thing, but I prefer to kind of like stick to my own, but I'm very open.
I feel like musicians, right? You really need to be like emotional. To write good songs, you really need to be like very.
I think
need to be
the sad
vulnerable.
the sad songs always work the best.
Yeah, and like one of my best friends, Hashi, like I feel like she's a very emotional person.
It's
and
really
when she
nice,
writes the song, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like I would have never thought of this.
Because you kind of like put yourself out there and then people also relate back to what you're putting out, whether it's like
and it's
a
an
pop or
experience
like
also.
Yeah.
It's your own personal experience that you hope other people can relate to. And even if they don't relate to it, they can listen to your story. Yeah.
And no, that's one, right? By putting it into words that rhymes
yeah.
and like making it a story. There's like Ed Sheeran songs and then there's like Lil Pump with Gucci Gang, right?
Yeah.
It's like Gucci Gang. On that topic, it's been like 2 years, 3 years since you started out music. Do you think you're qualified for it?
Qualified for what?
Like okay, based
To
on the
judge?
music. No.
Like, would you call yourself a musician proudly when you walk out?
Yeah.
I call myself a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
But musician like Ed Sheeran, I wouldn't. No, I don't think so. Just because like I feel like I have so much more to still work on myself. Yeah, and to still find like my voice and my audience. I'm still navigating, experimenting. Yeah.
What are most of your songs about actually? Where
first
does
is
the inspiration come from? Yeah.
The first 2 songs I released was based off like personal experience or friends' experience. One of my most popular song called "Love Me Little More" was actually about like my best friend's own relationship. Yeah. So and somehow everybody loved that because they can relate to it. And then Top Bop was about. It was just an idea that I wanted to put more R&B, maybe try it out a little bit. So that was more of a story. Baseball Bat is also just a story. And that one was written and I sang on top of it. So 2 writers from Sweden actually wrote it and then I just sang on top of that.
What was Top Bop about?
Wow.
I was so confused about the song.
Top Bop
actually.
is just about making it to the top. You wanna be
a
famous. You wanna make it to the top. Everybody's listening to your bop.
And
It's just to vibe. Most songs, some songs at least, are just also not meant to be taken seriously. It's supposed to just be a beat
Like
and
a
a
feel-good kind
feel
of,
good.
Yeah.
You just want to
Yeah.
vibe to it. Maybe when you're getting ready, things like that.
Yes. Or
You
when
know.
you're driving and then like you're like, okay,
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
to
yeah.
hype myself up.
And
I
you don't
listen
need to be
this
so like, particular about the lyrics. Certain songs are just like, okay, just easy on the ears, I guess.
you are represented by.
Universal Music.
Fuck, I almost said. Sorry. Sorry, manager
so
outside.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's not
I'm so
early.
sorry.
Come
It's
on.
early, man. It's early. Relax.
It's actually
Yeah.
not that early.
It's very early. It's
not
very early
that
for me. It was Halloween last night. So you are represented by Universal, right? And I feel like a lot of artists these days want to be represented by a music
label,
label. Yeah. And there are a lot out there who are not represented yet. And you got represented really quickly. And do you think like that's like privilege because of your family and everything?
So I think, of course, like everybody's gonna bring up the nepotism baby and stuff like that. First of all, like I cannot choose the family that I was born into, you know? And also actually when I started music, my family didn't know about it. I kept it a secret from like my parents because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it on my own. And
How do you keep it a secret? Do you sing at home? Or so they thought...
when I go to the studio and stuff.
Oh,
so
okay,
I'll just
okay,
be like,
okay.
okay, I'm going out or like
I'm going out to the mall, mom, and actually like recording,
wow,
like
wow.
being
Sekali turn on
artist.
MTV then see my daughter. MTV, yeah?
MTV.
Yeah, so I think it takes a lot of hard work to be under a label.
Yeah.
And not saying that those who are not under a label are not putting in the hard work. They are, of course, but there's also pros and cons to a label and it being independent. I thought that, you know, being under a label would help me because I didn't know a lot about the music industry, and that's why I think I chose to be signed with them. And it's not also that I signed with them because of this or that, but anybody can kind of like, you know, put themselves out there, apply, and just hope that also the right label comes to you or you go to them. Yeah, you got to find the right one. And it still takes a lot of, I feel like, time for me to still prove myself. I'm still trying to do that for myself, for my family, for everybody that, you know, is like watching me, the eyes is on me, especially when I feel that I've grown up in the public eye a lot. They'll be like, oh, your dad got you this, or your mom got you into the modeling agency, or you're just doing music just to become like those influencer people that do music. You know, no, it's a passion. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I've been writing since I was young, and I'm doing it because I want to try and see if I can give it a go. And if it doesn't work out, that's fine. At least I'm taking the risk to do it. So this is all for me and not for anybody else. Yeah.
I feel like that, there's just absolutely nothing wrong in trying.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to be a songwriter or a hand model,
This is the episode that we are manifesting.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will sing and do this.
Wow.
So now, market my hand also. So I
more
get,
marketing.
Wow.
Exactly.
Let's start off with this.
Songwriter and hand model.
Yes, correct.
This is a very hardworking hand.
places.
Yeah. No, I want to say there's nothing wrong in trying, but also like I think one of the negativity that you have to get through is also the old, I would say the OGs or like the for the lack of a better word, the purists of like musicians, right? And they always have these types of things to say, like, why is Iman getting this? Why is Iman getting that? When there are better musicians and everything. At some point, I do agree. Really thinking back to music, right? I would like to say this. Being an artist is not only being a good singer, and I feel like it's being a whole package, right?
Yeah.
You need to look good, firstly. Secondly, you need to know how like dance. Like you probably need to know how to dance, and you just need to be the full package. And I think it makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Right? You're beautiful. You're everything else. Now, like, and you have interest in singing. That's why you have received these types of opportunity. And it's just sad that you came from a celebrity family lah.
Yeah.
And I
mean,
feel like
it's-
people are looking at that.
As the main,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I guess like I think it's just the circumstance is as
Yeah.
such,
Yeah.
and that just adds to another obstacle
layer
that you have to
that I have to
go
unpack
through,
and stuff.
and unpack.
And,
Yeah.
and
But that's
of
okay.
course, and of course there are like better singers, maybe even better dancers and all that. But I mean, this is where I'm at now. I'll work. I'm like working with it, you know.
Yeah.
I also know that I need to be better. I'm working on myself, whether it's singing, dancing, personal things like. It takes a lot of time to also develop your confidence, especially knowing that as an artist or whatever you may choose to be when you're out in public and social media, there's going to be a lot of criticism. So I think also not a lot of people understand that the moment you try to step into maybe the limelight, that's when things can kind of like start up, whether you want it or not. Yeah.
I would say I was part of that criticism though when you first launched. I was part of that criticism
What do you mean?
when you first did your music.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Yeah.
No, like, of course, I think also that was right after COVID. So maybe people thought that it was just like a COVID,
Right.
you know, dream or something.
Yeah.
I think people don't realize that whatever that they are criticizing at the end of the day is still work that people put in effort to for it to be released.
Yeah.
Right. And if you are really upset about things, you don't need to say on. You can just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not everybody is gonna like anything that you do. You know, you don't have to like me. You don't have to understand me. You don't have to like my songs. You don't have to follow me. I'm just doing this all for me, and we all have our own like ventures and what we're doing, what we're liking. You know, you're doing your boxing and you're acting.
My tour guides, my tour,
Comedy lah, comedy.
sign up now for next week. Next week.
Actually, you be a really good tour guide.
guide,
Like
right?
you
Yeah.
bring like a different
Yeah.
like essence to it. Like
I did
the
think about
comedy.
it
And then we'll like figure it out
I did,
together.
I did think about it during COVID lah, but those were desperate times. Yeah.
Like being a tour guide. No, okay, but what I wanted to add is that I think it's important that you have your intention of wanting to venture out, and as long as you hold on to that, and that's what drives you. That's crucial,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
everything else, like people will say bad things, people will, dislike what you do or not be supportive, but that's
Yeah.
okay because it's you who
Yeah.
wants to try it out.
And I think you might understand this also, being with Hirzi and having a YouTube channel for a while, that when you're in a certain bubble, the moment you try to step out, it's like, oh no, but we like you this way. Why are you
Yeah.
doing that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot like that.
Yeah, it's actually true. Like while you were talking about how you transit from like being a model to a musician, like I had something similar where, I was kind of known to do a lot more like online stuff at the start. And then I wanted to transition into acting and especially into theater where it was very hard to get into where I was because I was just green, right? And so when I first started out, there were also people who were saying like, oh, she's just internet, like why is she doing this? Or like, she has numbers at that point of time. Like, oh, that's probably why. But in my heart, I'm like, no, like this is what I've loved since I was a kid. Like I have this opportunity to try it out, see whether I'm good at it or not, and that's why I stayed to learn, to grow and see where it takes me rather than listen to everyone else who's like, nah, you're just internet girl.
And I mean, this is a question for everybody, but if you had the opportunity, would you take it? Of course, right?
Yes, no doubt.
Just try.
If let's say someone asked me to be like an actor now, I feel like that's the next step, right? Following your footsteps, for example, like online first, and then next is like on TV.
Or
I might
straight
take
away,
it.
not even to the theater, just straight to TV.
Yeah, straight to TV, bro. What the fuck? Have you seen my hands, bro?
Yeah.
Just try.
I will try.
Do
But
some
I need,
skits, do some
like,
TikTok skits. Yeah.
I will be very picky.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, my character needs to be me, man. Like
Oh, then there's not acting
That's
anymore.
not acting.
No,
then
like-
you are just being featured as you.
no, the character needs to be like very similar to
You?
me lah.
Right.
Like if you ask me to be a good boy, I can't. Like I feel like my look itself is not a good boy.
But then
Can
as an
one.
actor, they will transform you and take on that role.
No.
Okay, I guess Dew has his
So if-
requirements if you want to
a big
cast him.
TV show came to you and said, hey, we have this role, despite like, your bad boy looks, we want you to play a good boy.
Yeah.
And let's say it's going to be a huge TV show, you would still say no?
Amen to Boy 7.
Whoa,
The producer say,
come on lah.
I say Amen to Boys. It's a new franchise.
Boy, yeah.
Yeah, it's a brand new franchise.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get you glasses so you look like a good boy. And you,
I used to wear glasses.
Yeah.
No lah, I would audition for it. But
So you still take the opportunity.
You will take the opportunity.
yeah.
So
No,
one is
but
like, hey, let's try this.
the next thing I want to say is I have auditioned for
Shows before?
not shows, advertisements before.
Okay.
And it was so awkward. It was a home audition. Oh. I record myself, you
Wait,
know.
when was this? How long ago was this?
Like-
Last week,
No.
That's why you're talking about going into acting.
No. It's about a year ago.
Okay.
No, I think we all received the same brief. Hirzi received the same brief
Wait,
also.
what?
Yeah, it
No
was
one
for
called me.
insurance.
Furniture?
No, insurance.
What? Oh, sorry. By the way, my hearing is starting to go in and out.
It's age,
I
it's
might
age.
hear.
How come?
Yeah.
I might hear. I also don't know. I better get it checked.
Yeah, so it was for insurance advertisement.
Okay.
And then like I'm like, okay lah, because the money was huge.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay lah, let's do it, right? And I just put the camera in front of me. I swear I stare at the camera for a good 15 minutes. Like, what actually do I really want to do?
And it's okay because it's not for everybody. And
Yeah.
that's when
Yeah.
we figure things
Yeah.
out.
And they asked me to laugh on cue. How to laugh on cue?
Okay, without revealing too much of the script because PNC, but
Yeah.
like, what did you have to do?
I had to eat a satay.
Okay, nice.
So I
then,
had to
like,
I had to
sedap.
find a satay stick.
Okay.
So I couldn't find it. I used a pen.
Okay.
So I had to eat the satay stick and then laugh with my mouth full.
Okay, you do?
Try.
Yeah, just try lah. Okay.
Hey, we are presenting an opportunity
Yeah.
for you to try again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try again.
Then I have to look up. I have to look at the director.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Come on.
Oh, you're
Laugh out loud, right? I think it's supposed to.
I cannot laugh on cue. I really cannot. If I laugh out loud, ha 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 ha, it sounds so fake. It sounds so fake. That's why I keep looking at it. I'm like, do I really want to fucking do this? Nah.
So did you send it in?
I did. And you know what's the worst part? I did get it, guys.
Somewhere out there in the agency has a clip of you laughing with
To a pen.
Thank God it's PNC. See, I'm sweating in here. Fucking embarrassing
It
me.
will never see the light of day, thankfully.
Oh my god, I wish I could see that
Yeah,
clip
we
right
have
now.
to find it now.
I can show it to you. I think it's in my
Oh, wait,
email.
you have it?
Right, have it. I have it in my email lah. Fuckers. Hey guys, we've come to the end of part 1. Join us in part 2, which is gonna be releasing soon.